All right, get ready because today we're going to be diving deep into headless commerce.
Ooh, exciting.
Yeah, this is a topic that's kind of reshaping the whole world of online business.
For sure.
And the source material that we're working from today is an article called Enterprise E-commerce Business Best Headless Platform 2024.
Okay.
It sounds a little bit techy,
Yeah.
but trust me, this is going to impact you even if you think you're not a tech person at all, because it's about how you shop online.
Yeah, absolutely. Think about it. Like, all those times you've been frustrated with websites that are like super slow, or you get product recommendations that are like, why are you showing me this? This is not what I'm interested in.
Totally irrelevant.
Or the checkout process is a nightmare.
Yes!
Like so many hoops to jump through.
So many hoops.
Headless commerce aims to fix all of that
Okay.
by giving businesses the tools to create really amazing online experiences.
Okay, before we get into all the amazingness, how it's going to change everything, can we back up and just start with, like, what is headless commerce?
Sure. So imagine a website, like a house, right?
Okay.
In a traditional setup, everything is built together. So the front that you see as a customer and all the behind-the-scenes stuff, they're all interconnected.
Right.
That's what we call a monolithic architecture.
Okay.
But headless commerce is different. It's like building a house where all the rooms can detach.
Okay.
So the head, which is the website or the app that you interact with as a shopper, is separate
Okay.
from the body, the back-end systems, like your inventory, payment processing, all of that stuff.
Right.
And they communicate through these things called APIs.
APIs?
Yeah, which are basically like little messengers
Okay.
carrying information back and forth between the head and the body.
So it's like a website with a detachable head. I'm trying to wrap my head around this.
Kind of, yeah.
Okay.
It's a wild image, but it helps to kind of visualize it, right?
Okay. Yeah, I mean, I see what you're saying,
Yeah.
but I'm still not sure, like, why should I care?
Right.
If I'm shopping online, what does this actually mean for me?
Okay, so this directly translates into a better experience for you, the shopper.
Okay.
For example, imagine a clothing retailer
Okay.
that's using headless commerce to offer a virtual try-on feature
Oh, yeah.
that's personalized to your body type.
Oh, I love that.
Right. Not only is that super cool and convenient for you, but it also eliminates like the hassle of returns,
Right.
which is a pain for everyone. And it boosts your satisfaction as a customer because you're getting what you want right away.
I'm already sold. I want this now.
Right.
That's fantastic.
So these are the kinds of things that headless commerce enables.
I like it. I like it.
Yeah.
Okay, so the article that we're diving into today, it lays out 10 reasons
10 reasons. Wow.
why businesses are rushing towards this headless approach.
Okay.
So let's unpack those one by one. Yeah.
Yeah, let's do it.
All right. Number one is omni-channel retail.
Okay.
What does that even mean?
So omnichannel retail is all about creating a seamless experience for you, the customer, no matter where you're shopping.
Okay.
Whether that's their website, their mobile app, social media, even their physical store.
So everything is connected.
It all becomes like one unified journey.
Okay, so say I don't know, scrolling through Instagram, right?
Okay.
And I see like an ad for a pair of shoes. I'm like, I need those.
I've been there.
I click on it. It takes me to the website. I add them to my cart.
Okay.
But then I'm like, wait a minute. I kind of want to try these on in person before I commit.
Yeah, yeah.
Can headless commerce like bridge that gap?
Absolutely. With a headless system, you could seamlessly reserve those shoes online
Okay.
and then go pick them up in the store later.
Nice.
And all your details, all your preferences would just be carried over between platforms.
Seamless. I love it.
No friction. That's what we're aiming for.
That's so
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah.
It's like giving these businesses like superpowers to adapt
Right.
and evolve. Which, speaking of, the next reason on the list is competitive edge.
Ooh.
I can already see why that's important. So how does headless commerce actually give companies that edge?
Okay, so think about it like this. In today's world, everything online is moving so fast.
It's crazy.
Businesses need to be as agile as race cars,
Okay.
constantly adapting to these new technologies, new trends, new things that are popping up all the time.
Right.
Headless commerce gives them that agility because it allows them to swap out different components of their online store
Oh, okay.
without having to rebuild the entire thing from scratch.
So they're not stuck with like some clunky,
Uh-huh.
outdated system that they built 5 years ago.
Exactly.
They can kind of experiment with new things.
Yes. And keep personalizing, stay ahead of the curve.
I like that. That's good. Okay. But
Yeah.
all of this flexibility, innovation,
Yeah.
it could be super expensive.
That's a great question. And surprisingly, the answer is often no.
Okay.
And that brings us to the next benefit on our list, cost efficiency.
Okay.
Headless commerce can actually save businesses money in the long run.
I'm going to need you to break this down for me because I'm very skeptical.
Sure, sure. Okay, so for starters, these headless systems, they're often built on cloud-based services,
Okay.
which are generally more cost-effective than like traditional on-premise solutions.
So it's like renting a fancy apartment
Yes.
instead of buying a whole house.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You get all the benefits without this massive upfront investment and all the ongoing maintenance.
Right, right.
And because these systems use APIs, they can easily integrate with other best-in-class solutions
Okay.
for things like payment processing, shipping, marketing automation.
Gotcha.
So they can basically pick and choose the tools that fit their specific needs and their budget, and they avoid doing all this costly custom development work.
It's about spending smarter, not necessarily less.
Exactly.
Okay, so we've talked about saving money in terms of the infrastructure, but what about marketing?
Okay.
That's a huge expense for businesses, so...
You're right, but headless commerce can actually help with that too.
Okay.
Our next benefit on the list is agile marketing,
Agile marketing.
which basically means companies can be super responsive to customer feedback
Okay.
and all those changes that are happening in the market.
So they can launch new campaigns,
Yes.
personalize content,
Yeah.
make changes
On the fly.
on the fly without having to call in the IT department every 5 seconds.
Exactly. It's like having a marketing team that moves at the speed of the internet.
Love that.
Now imagine combining that agility
Yeah.
with the ability to deeply personalize the online experience for every single customer.
Oh, okay.
That's where personalization and flexibility comes in.
Okay, so this is where things get really interesting, right?
Yeah.
We all want to feel as shoppers
Yeah.
like we're special, like we're individuals, not just a number.
Exactly.
How does headless commerce do that?
Okay, remember those APIs we talked about?
Yeah, the little messengers.
Yes. Those messengers, they allow businesses to collect and analyze data
From all these different touch points, browsing history, purchase behavior, social media interactions,
Wow.
even in-store activity if they have physical stores.
You're tracking all of this.
They can, yeah, and they can use all that data
Okay.
to create really targeted and personalized experiences for you.
So it's not just like recommending me products that I might like based on what I clicked on 5 minutes ago.
Right.
It's like
That's the whole
thing.
Experience is tailored.
Exactly. So for example, a loyal customer could receive exclusive discounts, early access to new products, or even like personalized content that's based on their past purchases and interests.
So it's like a VIP club almost.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm liking this more and more.
It's a good thing.
All right, so we've covered a lot. Omni-channel retail,
Yeah.
competitive edge,
Yep.
enhanced customer experience, cost efficiency,
Keep going.
agile marketing, and personalization.
We're on a roll.
All right, so we're going to take a quick pause here, grab a drink, catch our breath. We'll be right back in part 2 to explore even more benefits of this revolutionary approach to e-commerce.
Sounds good. Welcome back. It's great to have you with us again as we continue to delve into the world of headless commerce.
Yeah, I feel like my brain is getting a serious workout, but in a good way.
It's a lot to take in, I know.
But it's exciting stuff. Like, we keep talking about all these separate pieces.
Right.
The head, the body of a website.
Yeah.
But in the real world, how do businesses make sure all these different parts actually work together smoothly? It seems like it could get really messy.
It definitely could, and that's where seamless integrations come in. And that's actually number 7 on our list
Number 7, okay.
of reasons to go headless.
Okay, yeah.
So one of the big advantages here is that it lets businesses easily integrate their online store with all sorts of other systems.
Like payment gateways, inventory management tools, shipping providers.
all this stuff that makes the behind-the-scenes magic happen.
The stuff that customers don't even see, but it has to work perfectly.
Exactly. And with headless commerce, instead of trying to force all these different systems to speak the same language, you're basically using APIs as universal translators.
Oh.
It's like having a team of expert negotiators making sure everybody plays nicely together.
I like that analogy, so no more data silos or clunky workarounds.
Exactly. Everything just flows smoothly, from browsing to buying to delivery.
Smoothness, that's what we like.
That's the key.
Okay, so we're getting people to the website, everything's working seamlessly, but what about actually getting them to buy things?
Ah, yes, the ultimate goal.
That's what it's all about, right?
It is, and that brings us to number 8 on our list, increased conversions.
Okay.
So headless commerce can seriously boost sales.
Okay, I'm listening.
by creating a much more personalized and enjoyable experience for the shopper.
So it's not just about getting them to the website. It's about what happens once they're there.
Yes, exactly. You have to guide them towards making that purchase in a way that feels natural and even delightful.
Delightful. I like that word.
It should be a joy to shop online.
It should be, yeah, but it often isn't.
Well, headless commerce aims to change that.
I'm hopeful.
So with this approach, businesses can optimize every single step of the customer journey,
Okay.
from personalized product recommendations to streamlined checkout processes.
Yeah.
Even those targeted follow-up emails that are like, hey, did you forget something in your cart?
Oh, yeah, those get me every time.
It's like having a really, really savvy salesperson who just knows what you need.
And anticipates, like, my every move almost.
Exactly.
But this is a lot of, like, behind-the-scenes magic. Are we talking about, like, armies of developers working around the clock to make this happen?
That's a common misconception, but actually, headless commerce can often make things simpler for developers.
Really?
Yeah. Which brings us to number 9 on our list, improved developer experience.
Okay, so happier developers means better products for us.
In theory, yes.
In theory. Okay, I'm with you.
But seriously, remember those detachable rooms we talked about?
Yeah.
That kind of modularity gives developers so much more flexibility. They can work on different parts of the website independently. They can use the tools and languages they're most comfortable with.
It's like a dream come true for them.
It can be, yes.
So it's less about, like, writing tons of new code and more about connecting these existing systems in a really smart way.
That's a great way to put it.
Okay, and I imagine this flexibility also makes it easier to scale.
You're thinking ahead, which is great because number 10 on our list is scalability.
There we go.
So with a traditional setup, handling a sudden surge in traffic like on Black Friday
Oh, yeah.
or during a big sale, it can be a real nightmare.
Right, websites crash, it's a whole thing.
Exactly. But with a headless architecture, businesses can easily scale their resources up or down as needed.
So it's like having an elastic website.
A very elastic website.
It can expand or contract
Yeah.
depending on how many people are shopping.
Yes, no more crashes, no more slow loading times. Just a smooth experience, even with millions of shoppers hitting that buy now button.
Music to my ears. Okay, but wait, there's more.
Always more.
The article doesn't stop at 10 reasons. It also highlights these bonus benefits that are, like, almost too good to be true.
It's like a bonus round.
Exactly. Okay, so let's dive into those. What do we have?
First up, we have faster load times, and this is a big one
Oh, yeah.
because we live in a world of instant gratification.
Right, nobody wants to wait.
If a website is taking too long to load,
I'm out.
you're gone, you're on to the next thing.
Exactly. It's like being stuck in line at the grocery store when you're in a hurry.
Yeah.
I'm just going to leave my cart and go somewhere else.
I feel that, so with headless commerce, businesses can optimize their websites for speed,
Okay.
make sure everything is snappy and engaging for the shopper.
Okay, and what about the future? Because technology changes so fast these days.
It does, and that's where future-proofing comes in, another bonus benefit.
Future-proofing. Okay.
So this is where the modularity of headless commerce really shines. It lets businesses easily integrate new technologies as they emerge.
So they're not locked into some specific technology that's going to be outdated in 2 years.
Right, whether it's AI-powered personalization, voice commerce,
Oh, yeah.
or something we haven't even thought of yet.
Right, something that's coming down the pipeline that we can't even imagine yet.
Exactly. They can adapt and evolve as the digital landscape changes, always staying ahead of the game.
Okay, but with all this new technology, there's also the responsibility to protect customer data.
Absolutely.
Data breaches are a huge concern.
You're right, and enhanced security is another key benefit of headless commerce.
Okay.
Because remember, the front-end and back-end systems are separate.
Right.
Businesses can implement much stronger security measures to protect all that sensitive information.
So it's like having multiple layers of protection.
Exactly. It makes it much harder for those hackers to get in.
Okay, that makes me feel better as a shopper. Okay, what else? What other goodies are in this bonus round?
Well, how about efficient content management?
Oh, okay, content. Tell me more.
So with headless commerce, businesses can easily update and manage all their content across all their platforms,
Okay.
which makes sure that the shopper is always getting a consistent and engaging experience.
So no more outdated product descriptions.
No more broken links.
Yeah, none of that.
Everything is fresh and relevant. It's like having a team of content ninjas working behind the scenes.
I love those content ninjas.
They're the best.
All right, now this is going to sound like a dumb question, but content and SEO, like how does that all work together?
It's not a dumb question at all, but better SEO performance is another big benefit of going headless.
Okay.
And it all comes down to having a website that's fast, mobile-friendly,
Right.
and easy for those search engines to crawl and understand.
Okay, so Google can find it easily.
Exactly. And with headless commerce, businesses can optimize their websites for all of those factors, which makes it much more likely that you'll find their products and services when you're searching online.
So it's like a secret weapon in the battle for online visibility.
That's one way to put it.
All right, I like it. What else? We're almost through the bonus round, right?
We are. So next up, we have centralized management, which is like a dream for any business owner
Okay, tell me why.
because they can manage everything from a single dashboard, updating products, tracking orders,
Okay.
analyzing customer data, even managing multiple storefronts if they have them.
Wow, so it's like a control center for their whole online operation.
Exactly. Streamlined and accessible.
Very nice. Okay, now, most of us shop on our phones these days, so I imagine a mobile-first approach is pretty important.
It's essential, and that's another area where headless commerce really excels. It lets businesses create truly mobile-first experiences.
So no more pinching and zooming, trying to make things fit on a tiny screen.
No more of that. It's a seamless experience no matter what device you're using.
All right, I love it. But the world is a big place.
It is.
What about those shoppers in different countries?
That's a great point, and that's where multi-region support comes in.
Okay.
Headless commerce makes it much easier for businesses to tailor their content and their offerings to different countries, different languages.
So personalized experiences no matter where you are in the world.
Exactly. It's about creating a truly global marketplace where everyone feels welcome.
I love that. Empowering all of this is the kind of the technical backbone, the API-driven architecture.
That's the foundation that enables all these amazing benefits we've been talking about.
Okay.
It's about creating a really flexible and scalable system where different parts can communicate and work together seamlessly.
So it's like the nervous system of the website,
I like that analogy.
sending signals back and forth, making sure everything runs smoothly.
Exactly.
And finally, last but not least, reduced downtime, which is
Yeah,
music to my ears.
I know. Nobody likes it when a website is down for maintenance.
It's the words you're trying to buy something and you're just like, ugh, come on.
Exactly. But with headless commerce, businesses can really minimize that downtime,
Okay.
make sure that shoppers are always having a consistent and reliable experience.
No more missed opportunities, no more frustration.
Just a smooth and enjoyable shopping journey every time.
Okay, we've covered a lot of ground here.
We have.
From the 10 core reasons to go headless to all these incredible bonus benefits.
It's a lot.
And it's clear that this approach is really changing how businesses connect with shoppers online.
It's an exciting time to be in e-commerce, that's for sure.
It is.
Yeah.
But before we wrap things up, let's take a closer look at how all this works in practice. Like, are there real companies actually using headless commerce successfully? And what are the different types of platforms out there? We'll get into all of that in the final part of our deep dive, so stay tuned.
It's going to be good.
Welcome back to our deep dive on headless commerce. We've explored the why behind this whole approach, all the benefits, and now I think it's time to get into the how.
Yeah, let's get practical.
All right, so first things first, can you break down the different types of e-commerce architectures that are out there?
Sure. So, as we mentioned before, you've got your traditional monolithic approach.
Right, everything's connected.
It's like that house where everything's built in.
Right.
But with headless commerce, we're moving into this world of modularity and flexibility.
Okay, so it's more like Lego blocks.
Exactly. You can swap things out, experiment, and build something totally unique.
I'm getting hungry thinking about Legos. I want candy.
I know, right? It's tempting to just go crazy with all the options.
But seriously, with so much freedom out there, how do businesses even begin to choose the right headless platform?
That's the million-dollar question, right? There are a lot of factors to consider, like their specific needs, their budget, and of course, their long-term goals.
It's a big decision. It's not just about picking the shiniest new toy.
Exactly.
Okay, so the article we've been exploring, it actually has a really helpful checklist of must-have functionalities.
Oh, yeah, it's like a cheat sheet for building the ultimate online shopping experience.
Exactly. So what are some of the key things businesses should be looking for?
Well, scalability is huge. Can the platform handle their growth as they get bigger? Security is another big one. How well does it protect all that customer data? And flexibility, of course. Can they customize and adapt it as their needs change?
Right. Has to be user-friendly for both the business and the shoppers.
Absolutely.
And then you've got all the other bells and whistles, omni-channel capabilities, efficient product, and order management.
AI-powered personalization.
All the good stuff.
Don't forget about seamless integrations with other tools. That's key in headless commerce.
Right. It's all about connecting different systems in a smart way.
Exactly.
Okay, so I'm starting to get the technical side of things, but how does this all actually play out in the real world? Are there companies out there actually killing it with headless commerce?
Oh, tons of them. But the article highlights this one that's really interesting, Cask 88.
Cask 88, what do they do?
They sell investments in whiskey casks.
Whiskey investments, that's pretty niche.
It is, but it's a growing market, and they were struggling with this really slow, outdated website that wasn't mobile-friendly at all.
Oh, yeah, that's a problem these days.
Big problem. So they switched to a headless platform and were able to create this really modern, responsive website.
Nice.
And it dramatically improved their mobile traffic and their overall visibility.
So it's not just for like the big retailers or tech companies?
Nope, even smaller, more specialized businesses can benefit from going headless.
I love that. Okay, so we're seeing real-world success, but the article goes even deeper.
Oh, there's always more.
It talks about these hidden advantages of headless commerce that I hadn't even thought about.
Like what?
Well, one that really stood out to me was the lower risk of vendor lock-in.
Ah, yes, that's a big one. With traditional systems, businesses can get stuck with one provider who might not be meeting their needs.
Right. You're kind of at their mercy.
Exactly, but with headless commerce, you have the freedom to choose the best solutions for each specific function.
So it's more like a buffet of options.
I like that analogy, yeah. You can pick and choose what works best for you.
That's awesome. What else?
Well, another hidden gem is easier migration and global expansion.
Okay, so going international.
Exactly. Headless commerce makes it so much easier for businesses to expand into new markets.
And offer those localized experiences.
Personalized for different countries and languages, breaking down barriers, creating this borderless online shopping experience.
It's like the United Nations of e-commerce.
I like that.
Okay, and it's not just about reaching new customers, it's about supporting different business models too.
Right. B2B, B2C, D2C, headless commerce can handle it all.
It's like the Swiss Army knife of e-commerce.
There you go. Versatile and ready for anything.
And that leads us to this really fascinating concept, e-commerce as a service, eGrias.
Ooh, yes. This is where things get really interesting. So basically, businesses can offer their e-commerce capabilities to other businesses.
So it's like renting out your online store infrastructure to someone who doesn't have the resources to build their own.
Exactly. It's a win-win. It opens up a whole world of possibilities for collaboration and innovation.
I love that. Okay, and we can't forget about the impact on customer relationships, right? The article talks about micro-experiences that improve customer lifetime value.
That's right. It's about going beyond just generic marketing and creating those really personalized moments that make customers feel valued and appreciated.
So it's like sending a personalized email with a discount on my birthday.
Exactly. Or a helpful notification reminding you to reorder something you buy regularly.
Those little touches that make you feel like a VIP.
Precisely. It's all about building those long-lasting relationships with customers.
Okay, I think we've officially gone deep.
We've covered a lot.
We've explored the benefits, the technical stuff, the real-world applications of headless commerce, and I think it's safe to say that this approach is revolutionizing online shopping.
It's changing the game for both businesses and shoppers.
It's an exciting time to be witnessing this evolution.
It is, and remember, this is just the beginning.
That's the coolest part, right?
Absolutely. The world of headless commerce is constantly evolving. What's cutting edge today might be old news tomorrow.
And that's what makes it so exciting.
It keeps us on our toes.
So now that you understand the power of headless commerce, we challenge you to think beyond just online shopping.
Where else could this approach be applied?
What other experiences could we personalize, streamline, and make more efficient?
The possibilities are endless.
So keep exploring, keep those brain cells firing, and keep sharing your insights with the world.
Because knowledge is most valuable when it's shared and applied.
That's it for our deep dives into headless commerce.
Thanks for joining us.
Until next time, keep learning, keep growing, and keep those conversations going.